This is hilarious, Mike. I didn't think I'd be waking up today and you'd be just spinning me around in a Century.
Chauffeur.
Yeah, essentially in like a swamp in Florida. Is that a Walkman?
Yeah.
It is.
It's a Century branded Walkman, look. What's up guys, welcome to another Drift Games vlog. We're still in America and we're in front of a Waffle House where we're having breakfast.
And look at Waffle House. Waffle House looks like it's stuck in the 70s.
So this is actually going to be the last video on Drift Games because Neil and I are going to start a new life as employees of Waffle Houses in Florida.
Yeah.
But we ran into a massive problem because we're not that friendly. Double your hash browns, I could say that. Double your hash browns, double your food.
Would you like to double your hash browns, sir?
Hi, I'm here and I'm friendly.
Yeah, we had Waffle House and it actually is really tasty.
Very nice.
We're really treating ourselves to the finest food because we're on holidays.
Also, Kia Soul is still fantastic, but check this out. I'm not sure the rent-a-car people would appreciate where this has been for the last while.
Yeah, they're going to be scratching their heads like,
This must
what?
have been-
Driver pit support vehicle.
How much supporting do you think this thing did at the weekend? It held our laptops. That's about all it can hold.
In fairness to the Kia, we actually like it because it's not great and it's not shit.
It's like a car that's just a car.
Yeah.
It's fine. Everything it does is fine.
It's not trying to be
It's
anything.
Like every single department is 5 out of 10, which is not bad, but not good. But this is diesel. So diesel is green and petrol is black. That's confusing.
Oh, that's very confusing for an Irish person.
Yeah, that's not good.
Because it's the polar opposite in Ireland, isn't it? Black is always fucking diesel.
So you could destroy your car very quickly here if you weren't thinking. So I say 75. It's like 1 to 1 euro to dollar now. So
For the first time ever, which is sad for us.
yeah, terrible.
We used to like coming here. Wished.
2016,
What?
What? The undisputed leader in
Full
space.
tank, $34.
That's mental.
That can't be right.
No, it isn't all. I see it. I see the fuel.
She's well full. She's full to the rim. So we are here at BC Racing headquarters where they make BC Racing coilovers, which we run on all of our cars. I'm just going to catch up with Cody here, say hello while we're in town, and while I'm in having a meeting later on, I'm going to send Neil to the car park for a little wander around because
I've never been here and you've been here already.
Yeah.
This newer Civic has caught my eye. Haven't really got this model in Ireland. Well, we have, but it's not popular. But this is beautiful. Raised wheel nuts, fucking brand new T37s. Very nice. I would very much so daily drive that. Right, so I was too busy getting excited. This is actually a right-hand drive Celsior. So it's the JDM version. Look, it's got the dolly nets on the seats. It's just these were commonly sold in the States, so obviously I just kind of took it for granted and thought it was American. Pretty cool to see that they're getting all these imports over here. Celsior is such a cool car. It just goes to show that just slamming the standard shape of the car on wheels is really cool. In a car park with the Civic and then the Celsior, you have this, which is like literally a monster truck. The size of these wheels, you can literally put your fucking hand in there. The inner child in me, the inner, like, I love this. Like I shouldn't love it, but I think it's the coolest. Just you know, when you're a kid and you have your little Hot Wheels, and that's what this stuff just reminds me of. I think why I like it as well is just because it would be hilarious to see something like this driving around Ireland. Like if you were going to get a chicken fillet roll in pretty much a gigantic GMC or Chevy, it'd be mental. I'd probably have it on smaller wheels with bigger tyres, but these are pretty nuts. There's a lad doing laps in a diesel 3 Series. Do you hear it? It sounds very Irish. T3. Looks like it's on Carrera wheels. I'm not really down on the European stuff as much as I'd like to be, but that is so cool. Engine crane on the back. Is this like the RTR brand Mustang that they kind of can sell you as a package? Mad. I like it. I wish more brands did the kind of retro throwback style. Like, I don't know why the Japanese brands didn't latch onto that look a bit more, where they take like an older design from the 70s or the 80s and stuff and just kind of slightly modify it a little bit more like to modern times, because it's done really well for things like the Mustang and then like the Challenger and stuff. But I think that's pretty cool. Nice Fiesta ST. But what's cool is like everything in the car park is on BC forged wheels, and then the polar opposites then right here. Look at the brick I love these things so much. Oh my god, sorry, there's two of them. I didn't even realise that. They're definitely like a car you'd draw as a child on a school book and then somebody made it.
I have a ruler and a pencil. I need nothing more.
Yeah, not trying to be anything else.
They saved a lot of money involved on protractors back in the day because they didn't need them. Just square, square, square.
The car park is very interesting.
Just a good mix of stuff.
Ah, that's really cool.
Knew it. It's spotless inside.
Obviously the look with this stuff, but it's done really well. Like, what do you call it again?
Patina.
Patina.
Like a rusty patina.
Like a rat rod almost, which is kind of like that. Everything is mint. Like, look at the hubs. Everything
really
is
nice. All the chrome is nice.
I'd say you just get away with that amount of rust. Unfortunately, you couldn't have this in Ireland because
well, it wouldn't be there when
the rust would turn to rot, and then rot turns to misery. Cool. Is that actually a
original
German logo? Could be wrong, but
neither of us standing here as Volkswagen camper experts at all.
We're talking. We're pushing the limits here on what we're.
There are some assumptions. There are some assumptions.
We assume this and we assume that.
Oh look, it has an air conditioning unit on the roof. It's a genuine air conditioning unit.
That's absolutely hilarious. Just put one on the roof.
It's like a refrigerated van. I love how we come to a performance coilover company where
and we're freaking out about an air conditioning
car
unit
with
on a
probably 40 horsepower here. But,
yeah.
But you know what I like about it? This car park sums up America to me. Kind of just go whatever direction you want, and nobody says, oh, that's stupid. Someone goes, I'm going to put an air conditioning unit. My van goes, go for it, buddy. And then I'm just going to have two Volvos and you can have a Civic Type R. And I like that. And BC are like, we'll just make you coilovers for all of that. This looks like it's got a purpose, like it's used. I'd say it's in the process.
This is a story. These look extra small over here because
they do.
Because when you see this, it looks like this could go under this. Like, look at it.
Yeah, we were talking earlier, like a Range Rover Sport here looks tiny compared to this.
Yeah.
That's a big machine.
It is, and it's bigger than you.
And this isn't even like the big one.
No.
This is just a regular one. Alright guys, I want to take a quick second in this video to thank one of our partners at Drift Games, Mobil 1 Oil. Trips like this wouldn't be possible without our partners, but also keeping our cars reliable, our street cars, our drift cars, everything, even our vans, are all run on Mobil 1 Oil. It's the best in the business. They work with Formula 1 teams all the way to idiots like us. You know it's the good stuff. So check out that oil.ie for all your oil needs.
Check this out. This is really cool. It's a Tacoma, but it's on BCs, like 3-piece BCs that they make for trucks. But like the center is almost the same body color as the truck, so it just looks really pretty. So what's funny is this Tacoma would look huge in Ireland, but then you've got the F250 here, which is just a monster truck, and it makes this look like a Hot Wheels car.
50 sidewall on a 22, and it fits it perfectly, because if you had any smaller wheels this would look ridiculous. I really want a big American pickup truck. There's no reason for it, nobody will like it, nobody knows why I want it, but I kind of just, for just the obnoxiousness. What's up guys, we are now very close to the LZ compound. We're going to hang out with the guys today. I'm not sure what we're filming today. We're going to be doing some chats, some hangouts. One of the guys that's there, Mike from Divine Media, who's Adam LZ's videographer, he has some amazing cars, so I think I want to check out some of his stuff first, because he's got a brand new car that I really want to check out. It looks very Jurassic Park. Cool. It's mad seeing something on the internet. It's like that with everywhere, and then actually going there and your head's like, oh, it's actually a little bit different. It's quite big. We're already after just got a wrong turn. Just getting lost. Wow. I am literally like Owen Wilson in this entire video. It's just like, wow. I'm just wow. Everything is wow. Welcome to this episode of the Drift Games vlog. We're here at the LZ compound in beautiful Florida. Less water on the ground than there was before. And we're here with Mike, who might just be able to out-nerd Neil Sheehan on JDM stuff today.
We'll see.
We'll see. We're going to have a little nerd off here about stuff. It's going to be fun. We're going to go check out all of Mike's cars. We've seen them all on the internet, but we want to get it up close and personal, have a look around them. So let's get to it.
Awesome.
Just get on the back of this.
Should we go to the crazy ones, or should we go to the...
We build ourselves up.
Build ourselves up. Okay.
I love that you just tip around on golf carts. It's a nice existence.
It's like using golf carts for the most extreme of reasons rather than leisurely golf drive.
So I guess we'll start with the first car of my, I guess, life with cars.
This is your first modified car?
This was my first car.
Oh wow. Well,
I bought this car in 2013.
Is this how you did it as well? This was like,
Yeah.
and it was untouched. You said you bought it. You bought it back?
So I bought it back this January. But when I bought this car in 2013, it was stock, spray painted white, all rotted away. Like 17-year-old kid in high school, you don't have any money.
no.
And I wanted to be a car guy so bad. So I got this thing, and not having money, not being able to fix the paint and the body and everything, I said screw it, and I sanded all the paint off.
So we try and avoid it as much as we can in Ireland, and you purposely rusted it on purpose.
It is very that was huge back then.
It was big in like 2010, 2011. Like
it's like Mike from Stance Works kind of kicked it off with all that kind of
yeah.
stuff, and then everyone was doing it, and like especially with the Steelies, like it looks like a
Yes.
car from that time. Like,
yeah.
What size are the wheels on the back of this?
They're like
are they Diamond Racing
they're
Steelies?
Diamond Racing
Yeah.
Steelies. These are, I think they're 16 by 10.
Wow.
With like negative 80.
Oh my
I was about to
God.
say that the offset is definitely extreme on these.
Because they never made them wider than 10.
Yeah.
But they just made crazy offsets.
Yeah. Still looks kind of. It's one of those things where like, it's now a piece of history because
Yeah.
you had it as part of your car collection, and
Yeah.
I think a lot of people, probably people watching this video, you'd love to go back and just buy that first car again because nothing gives you
Yeah.
the same feeling or satisfaction because everything's new, and you go to your first car show and your first car that you've done, and it's like you never get that buzz back again of like the
No.
first one.
Yeah, and I was just happy that I was actually able to, because this car actually went through like 6 other owners
Wow.
after I
What?
sold it.
And it stayed the same,
And
like
it
pretty
stayed
much.
it stayed the same. It went through couple different engines.
Yeah.
Like when I first had this car, it was non-VTEC D15 single cam. Now
Yeah.
it's got a D16 VTEC, and it runs and drives
Yeah.
just not the best. But I didn't really buy it to modify it.
Yeah.
I bought it just because it was my first car, and just the contrast between this car and the car that's in there
The
is crazy.
detail.
This is my second car. I got this car last year. This is a 1995 Mark IV Supra. I bought it NA automatic. It was actually Adam's neighbor, like 4 houses down. And when I first moved down here, I lived with Adam for a little bit. And every time I would drive by, he'd always have the back end of it sticking out of the garage.
Hold on, this is absolutely spotless. This car, like,
Wow.
have you redone all the paint here?
Yes.
Yeah, I was about to say this is no way. This looks like it came out of the factory.
Yeah. Once I pressure washed it and everything, it started to like, okay, this could actually come out really nice. Gutted the entire thing, got the whole thing resprayed, repainted, and then started working on the engine.
I always say there's a level of attention to detail that I like, and then I get to a point where I go, I don't know if this is worth it.
Yeah.
But then I think when I see someone that pushes past that, I go, like Neil's doing in '86, it's this level of attention, and it makes the car unbelievable. But it's a lot of patience.
All the wiring and everything is the same.
Yeah.
I just pulled it out and
Cleaned it. Yeah.
refreshed it, and then put it right back in.
Even this, right? This shouldn't be this nice.
Was that on the car already? Like,
Yeah.
see, we're just not used to it because, like, in Ireland, anything that's been on the car for 15 years is just like, it's been there. Like,
It's rusted,
but obviously
yeah.
with the drier climate, like, I'm looking at stuff and I'm like, is that brand new? Like, did he just find this on like the internet? Like, how? But it actually is just the car was just in really good condition.
The car was taken care of very well.
Yeah.
It had 2 owners before me. I'm the 3rd owner. The guy that I bought it from bought it in like 2002 from a woman that bought it new. But it was, automatic, so never really super beaten on.
Yeah.
120,000 miles.
Okay.
And
Which is pretty reasonable for the year.
Yeah, it is.
reasonable. Yeah, I would say. I think it's in very good shape for the mileage.
And are these the wheels you keep it on? Because they are very nice on it.
Yeah,
They're like the right non-wide body sort of look, but these look great.
I like them a lot. I've always been a fan of Meisters, and when I stumbled upon these in Japan, and they're actually OG Meisters from like 98 or
Nice.
something.
Yeah.
And so I think it's cool just because it's kind of like
Yeah.
ties in with the car,
Yeah.
being a 90s car. And
So it's a Pearl, is it? Or
Yes.
Oh man.
so this is a 95 special edition.
Wow.
And they only made Pearl for the special
Yeah,
edition.
yeah.
The Pearl is actually rarer than Royal Sapphire Pearl.
It's beautiful. That's why I just saw it there. I couldn't believe it.
In this
I
color.
think in the US there's 300 of them. I was going to do kind of like a OEM style body kit, but the factory stuff is in really good shape.
Yeah, and because the car is in, it's such a rare, it's probably best to like maintain the original look as best as you can. Like,
I'm shooting for like 550. Just a fun street car amount of power.
That's more than the fun street car amount of power at 550, but I get it, because it's a big turbo manifold. Everything is like, this is ready to take some power.
It's the original block, so NA block, which I believe has stronger rods than the turbos. We swapped the NA head for turbo VVTi head, and then obviously all the supporting things. Head is fully built, valve springs, retainers, BC, all that stuff, and then GSC power division cams. And
this
then,
is pretty much the how drift cars in Europe are.
Yeah.
Everything is NA block.
Yeah.
Turbo head, big manifold turbo.
Yeah, it's
and it
proven.
works really well.
It works great.
Is this refurbed?
No, brand new.
That was
wow,
brand new.
You still buying brand new?
Yeah,
nice.
I got that brand new. I got the valve covers brand new.
It makes some difference though, don't when you put that stuff on, because it just like looks brand, like the whole engine bay, it really smartens it up.
It's like,
I'm very
the
happy.
Plasma Man is also nice on the eyes, so.
Oh yeah, and the Plasma Man matches the finish on the turbo.
Yeah.
Garrett G35 900 with BPA exhaust manifold, and then Garrett's new wastegate line, which
this looks very fancy.
Yeah, they just released these, so my car is one of the first few on the compound that's actually going to be running one.
Nice.
I guess the next car would be like my dream luxury car.
Yeah.
I've wanted one of these things for years, and actually bought one a long time ago, but it had some things wrong with it, so I sold it back to auction.
I don't think I've seen this year or this shape this year in the flesh.
Really?
I've seen variations of them.
So they just became legal this year. 97 is when they switched generations. It's a big car.
It's like Rolls-Royce Phantom size. Like, it's very big.
It's a foot and a half longer than my LS400.
Wow. And you think the LS400's a big car, like.
Yeah.
And then you see this, and you're like, oh, okay.
Do you know what it is? It's funny, and obviously everyone's going to watch this in a video, so it makes no sense me saying this, but in the flesh, they're a lot bigger than they are in a photo or a video. Like, you don't get a sense of it until you're standing beside it. I don't know if you feel that, Neil, like they're just immensely big.
Yeah, they're just, they went all out with it. I guess it's the cream of the crop for Toyota, isn't it?
Yeah,
like it's the best car.
This is their highest end luxury car that they've ever produced.
I love that every Toyota in Japan gets its own badge.
Yeah,
like,
so this badge actually represents the Imperial House of Japan.
That's insane.
How the manufacturing of luxury cars, this covering of the engine and everything, this is a long time before everybody started doing that. Because you could kind of, like, you look old school Mercedes or BMWs, you could open up and kind of like you see what's going on.
Yeah.
This is very covered.
Yeah.
And then it kind of shows that nowadays this is what every engine bay looks like. You just go, plastic. So when you open it, you go, there's no point in opening it, it's just plastic.
Yeah.
But this is very neat for this year. Like, they just said, no, luxury people don't need to see all this. Say something happens, let's just keep it all really smooth. So I like that. It's very clean. But then again, who's gonna wreck one of these? Like, you know what I mean? It's like it had a purpose up to the point of you buying it. Like, somebody must have done something with it.
Yeah.
And it must have still been a luxury car. And it's like, you can't buy a luxury car that's like, it had to be cleaned all the time. It had to be maintained all the time. It had to work. They can't be breaking down. So maybe these are like the secret of buying a car is to buy an ex-luxury car because someone has cared for it a lot, because it's been, I don't know, fancy, and it had to be presentable at all times. Sell us the car.
Sell you the car?
Sell me the car, Mike.
Okay, so full cloth interior, GPS navigation, like trying to think of all the...
GPS navigation in 97.
Yeah, touchscreen too. You have your own personal TV in the back, massaging, reclining, heated seats as well. You have push down on the Century logo.
That's unbelievable.
Like, there's no need for that. It could have just left there, but they said no. I want the remote to come out in a very dramatic way.
Suits you now, Dave. You could have someone driving you around.
Like,
yeah, look at the branded
remote. And I love this clever stuff. So you have it. It just looks like an armrest upside down, but then when you press it, it folds out. All the sat nav and everything in the back.
Yeah. And
it mirrors the front. So if you're in the back, you can see where you're going. In terrible quality, obviously, from 1997, but for 97, this would have been mind-blowing,
like, for 97.
He'll like this button.
Ooh.
It's like a vibration, not
Yeah.
really a massage, but it's interesting.
I feel like I need to get in the back, Mike. It's just the way
Yeah.
it seems
Yeah.
like the thing to do.
Well, you gotta enjoy it
Yeah.
at its fullest. So
Oh man. Oh man, I feel like my shoes are not the cleanest.
that's okay. This is another big thing that I like, the fact that you can fold this down so you can see over.
Look at this. I think this is probably one of the best things ever about a Century.
I feel like I'll just take a normal JZX and just cut the seat through.
just kick your feet through
It's
it.
just such an idea because you actually can sit fully reclined, feet up, and then you put the headrest down so you can see where we're driving.
Yeah.
This is, and it rides really nice.
It's so nice.
This is hilarious, Mike. I didn't think I'd be waking up today and you'd be just spinning me around in a Century.
Chauffeur.
Yeah, essentially in like a swamp in Florida that's been turned into an industrial estate. Like it's.
You feel like if cars had personality, the car would be like, where am I?
Yeah.
What am I
I'm
doing?
out of my comfort
Yeah.
zone. Man, this seat thing should be in everything. Like this is. I'd feel bad though if you had really nasty feet and your friend's driving up the front and you're just smelling him out of it. He's like, man, please.
But I like how everything is doubled, so like the driver can see the clock, but then you can see the clock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got your mirrors here at the back and your lights.
There's a center fold down in between the seat as well, and if you open it up all the way, there's a bunch of controls for the back.
Oh my god.
Oh my god,
The
look at
front
this.
of the fr-
Is that a Walkman?
yeah.
It is.
It's a Century branded Walkman, look. Alright guys, we are away, but at home the boys are working. The merch shop has just been restocked. We just got a restock of the Drift Games 240Z t-shirt. This is one of my favorites, it's one of my favorite cars, and I think the design came out absolutely amazing. We have it in a hoodie and a t-shirt. It's available in all sizes for the time being, so check out the Drift Games shop for it. And I got some exciting news for you guys. As you guys know, me and Neil, Juicebox and Drift Games, are on the same collaboration trip. We put it up on Instagram. Did you guys want to see a collaboration hoodie and t-shirt? We designed one. We're hoping to launch it this Sunday. We're hoping, but we're going to give you some more updates as we go. But it's going to be very, very cool, very slick, and very limited numbers. We're going to do it once and never again. So if you've got one, you're the only one that has one. Keep an eye on our socials and our website for an update soon.
That's only in cars now, like, you know.
Yeah.
Is it in here?
Yes. Do like the traditional YouTuber garage door open.
You know.
This is the one. This is the one we want to see.
Yeah.
I love his Supra. I love the Century. I've loved all of Mike's cars because he's got great taste, but this one is another level.
Oh man. Do you ever think in your life you'd end up having, you know, when you're younger and
When
you
I
start
was-
off with like a Del Sol and then you're like, you know, this is the
I didn't think I was gonna own one of these until I was retired.
Yeah.
That was my. It just seemed like unobtainium
Yeah.
for me. So the fact that I was able to actually get one this soon in my life was pretty crazy.
And it's a risky car. It's a bold car. Like, you
Yeah.
know, like a lot of people now just want to keep them standard and put the stock wheels or like a little upgrade on it.
Mhm.
He went all out,
Yeah.
but then somehow made it still look quite nice, like OEM plus not too much.
Yeah. Simple, clean, not too in your face.
Yeah. Even though it's got Blitzo 3s in air and a wide bed and still. And talk us through the kit, because there's not many of these in the world, I think, right?
Yeah, so 91 NSX, black on black, 5-speed. It has my favorite body kit on it, which is Marga Hills or Marja Hills. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but got it straight from Japan. I ordered it, I think, like 3 or 4 weeks after I got the car, and took about 6 months to get here because they make it,
Yeah.
and I'm pretty sure they're not a huge company in Japan, but they've been around for a long time. But in terms of the kit, it's a bumper replacement, both front fenders, the side skirts, and the rear quarter panels. That's all.
So it comes with a full rear quarter panel.
Full quarter panel. The
Yeah.
quarter panel is
Which
actually
is also a spoiler.
yes,
Realistically, like so,
pretty much.
Like it's
yeah.
like all like just like it goes all the way up to the spoiler.
yeah,
Because it's half the spoiler is the quarter, which is unusual. But it's just a nice crease, just enough to
Yeah.
bulk it out. Obviously, get bigger wheels on it, but even the way like they've worked it into the vents, it still looks quite. I love in cars in general when you think, oh, this could be a special edition NSX. This could be something the factory
Yeah.
made. Because if you obviously see a lot of rivets on the side of it and stuff like that, it kind of goes, okay, it's modified, but it's not really. You don't think it's like something the manufacturer would make.
Yeah.
This has an element of if they made a GTR NSX or something even beyond
Yeah.
that, like GTR X, this would be kind of the look it went for. And I was like, I saw these fenders, I was like, it's crazy the way they have to mold, and it's really good fitment too.
Yeah.
For what is a very difficult panel for someone to make in fiberglass, I assume.
Yeah. In terms of a body kit, this is the nicest fitting kit I've ever bought. I would say 85% of this was just take off and put on.
For us to see an NSX is rare, then to see one which is
Yeah.
a big
Done
wide
up,
body,
I guess,
and
yeah.
then to see one on Blitz 03s with air is even like on top of on top of on top of.
Yeah, because we just don't have that. And what I do love about that kit is I love the styling of an NSX, but I always feel like it's got quite a narrow body, and
Yes.
the kit just puffs it out that little bit more.
Just a little
makes
bit.
that little bit more
Yes.
of a supercar kind of feeling, like, and
Yep.
it just without like changing the original design of it. It's such a gorgeous kit, like.
And you got Blitz 03s, but these are obviously completely refurbished.
Yeah, the faces are refurbished. They got triple chromed. The barrels, I got the 18s, the original 18s from a buddy of mine up north, and then the 17s in the front I actually got from Japan. Those are the original lips and barrels, so they're still unsplit.
Wow.
Because Blitz 03s are technically two-piece from the factory.
Black and chrome is just like
Yeah.
That's
the
always
combo,
my
like-
go-to is always
Yeah.
like silver, gray, or polished
yeah,
wheels.
yeah.
They just
Yeah.
always look good
Yeah.
on every car, and you don't have to worry about color contrast or anything like that. Mostly stock interior. I swapped the steering wheel for the NSX Type S steering
Nice.
wheel with a nice, tilt-up hub.
The tilt-up hub is something I need to do on my cars, because this seems like the taking the wheel off thing is a bit annoying.
Yeah,
Where
I
this-
never use it.
Yeah, like this is nice. You just get in and your knees don't hit the steering wheel. You get
Yeah.
in. And you put the air system in yourself.
Yes, that was actually not as bad as I thought. I've had a few air kits before, but my friend up north has always been the one that has helped with the install. But I tackled this one, and it was actually fairly easy. So I was happy.
Yeah.
She's gotta go outside, and I haven't driven this thing in almost a month because of the hurricane.
yeah.
So it's always nice to
Just bring it out for a little bit of spin.
yeah. It's the craziest thing about this car is just how like low it is from factory.
Yeah.
And then you put air on it, and then it's just stupid.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not a tall person, but I mean, the roof.
Yeah. I'm like, my
Yeah.
waist is the roof.
Yeah.
That is literally my waist here. That is a low car.
Extremely low.
You will not have to pay for parking.
No.
Yeah, you could go drive under anything.
Under,
Like, yeah.
Straight under.
Sure, a lot of purists were probably like, oh, air and
Yeah. It was same thing with the Del Sol. When I started doing things to that car, 90% of the things that I got were hate.
Yeah.
And I ignored all of it. I was like, I had an end goal. I knew what I was trying to get to, and I got there, and people were like, oh, that actually looks kind of cool. And then, kind of a similar thing with
pretty
this.
sure if you hated on Mike's car on the internet, you're wrong. This is wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you see it in the flesh and you stand beside it, you go, oh no, you're wrong. This is amazing.
People have their opinions. I'm cool with opinions.
Exactly. Yeah.
But when I get a car, I just have an end goal, and this was my end goal for this thing. And there's like obviously more things that I could do to it, new exhaust, maybe some upgraded engine things, and some interior stuff. But for the most part, I think the exterior is
That's
done.
I think you can go too far.
Yeah.
And then you can make it look busy.
Yeah.
This I think just looks clean. It's nice. It's
Simple
just-
and
yeah.
clean, and the body kit pieces could use like a little wet sand and buff. But aside from that, everything else is
Everyone's car needs like those little things. But
Yeah.
I think from an overall aesthetic, it's just absolutely unbelievable. This is one of my favorite cars in the world. Every time I see this thing, I go, it's just, and I'm not even a big NSX guy.
Yeah.
So it goes to show how much you've done to it that I would go, I don't want an NSX. I want this NSX.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's a totally different thing.
Thank
Well,
you.
Mike, thanks for showing us all your cars
Yeah,
today.
man.
It's been awesome.
Absolutely.
And let us know in the comments. I want to see which one. Would you take the NSX? I'm going to say the NSX, but the NSX or the Century? I'm going to put a caveat on it. For a 4-hour trip, Would you take the Century or the NSX? I think they're kind of, I don't know which one would hop into, probably the NSX. But Mike showed us around. Thank you so much. We're going to have more videos from the compound coming up very, very soon. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you on the next one.
See ya.